So you'd never seen him out of the cage?
Only 2 times when he was really little. One time he was running around the yard and swinging off the trees in the house, and he jumped on my neck and he pulled a big hunk of hair out of my head. And I had tears in my eyes, and she was laughing, and I told her it hurts. And the one other time was before that, he was smaller yet, and my daughter and I went down to see her at her shop, and that's when I knew she had the chin, and he was little and drinking from the bottle.
So when you awakened in the hospital and they had to tell you what had happened to you, what did you think?
I don't think I kept grasping what they were saying.
And once you realized, when you fully came to understand what had happened to you, because did they explain to you that you had been in this horrifying experience where Travis had tried to certainly kill you, some people say even tried to eat you? Were you able to comprehend that at all?
I don't really know when I understood all of that, because I don't ask a whole lot about all my injuries. But I just somewhere along the line that they told me, Travis had attacked me, and I could figure that out for myself, how dangerous he was.
You just mentioned that you don't think a lot about your injuries. Are you aware of the extent of your injuries?
Not all the way, because it's like less for me to worry about if I don't know.
But you're aware, obviously, that you don't have the use of your hands. As I understand, when the paramedics arrived on the scene, your hands, they say, look like they've been through a shredder, and they were able to reattach your thumb to your right hand. Is it true that you just realized, first of all, you woke up and you weren't able to see? That must have been horrifying for you.
Well, I do remember I kept saying that, well, one of these days I'm going to see, and then the doctors say, no, you're never going to see again. And I'm like, well, I don't know, they don't know what they're talking about. But the eye doctor came in a couple weeks ago and said that it's a shame they had to remove my eyes, and that's when I really knew my eyes were not there. And I said, no wonder why they said I'd never see.
Because you don't have eyes.
No.
But you didn't realize that you didn't have eyes.
No, because I don't ask.
Have you ever thought about or considered what your face looks like?
I don't touch it too much, but I kind of feel like, I know I had my forehead, and I think it feels like just patches of tape or gauze or covering my face.
Are you in pain?
No.
You're in no pain?
No pain.
No pain. So why do you wear the veil?
So I don't scare people, and sometimes other people might insult me. So I figured maybe it's easier. I just walk around covered up.
Covered up. Would you mind lifting the veil?
Oh, not at all.
So we can see? We'll be back in a moment. Coming up, you have different hats, or you mostly wear this one? My conversation with Charla continues. Executed just months ago for the murders of 3 of his own family members. His final interview. If the motivation wasn't to kill anybody, how did 3 people end up dead? It doesn't make any sense that you're dressed in camouflage with a knife and a gun. A killer is confronted by his family. You think that he should live. You want him dead. What do you think you deserve? From death row.
This is my last chance to say...
Come on, say it now.
Eric, are you sorry?
Friday.
A song by Paul Beckman, Palu Rainbow Song, created March 17, 2010. The song is going to be called Do You Mind Lifting the Veil, using C, B minor, G, and E minor. The song is being created, as I said, March 17, 2010. you mind lifting your veil for us to see your face? Would you mind lifting your veil for us to see your face? Well, some may look and some may not, others may turn their head. For me, I'll turn my head. I don't want to look at something that pains someone so much. I guess I could look, but I'd rather not. Some may look, some may not. Like when there's horror shows on TV, I don't look. I turn my head on the bad parts. On the scary parts I have no interest to see, so I turn my head and I look away from me. Well, I guess I could look as she opens her veil to see her face, but I'd rather save grace and not have that impression of her. I've listened to her voice while I've been doing things that seems good enough for me. I'd rather not see her face when she lifts her veil. Even though I have compassion there, I guess I could look, but I choose not to. Other people could look, and they could choose not to, too. I'd rather just think of her as a normal human being who had a misfortune and experience with a chimpanzee, and wish her healing and Godspeed, and that she has a life that is ordinary. That's how I'll think of her, that's how I'll wish upon her. Life's great.